Hey, howdy, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. As you guys know, yesterday was the day that Season 1 for Modern Warfare 2 dropped, and with that came Warzone 2 and DMZ. I'm going to be talking about both of those here shortly, and I also plan on doing a full overview of Season 1 in its entirety, so if you would like to see that, don't hesitate hitting the sub button and the like button. I'm super close to YouTube partner, and I would love for us to make it as a community. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, a lot of people when Season 1 dropped yesterday were very eager and almost kind of nervous about playing Warzone 2, but more so DMZ. Only because DMZ was so hyped up, and before Season 1 dropped, we got to see a live stream where people were playing DMZ, and it was not up to the level of hype that we thought it was. We kept hearing from all these leakers that it was going to be a Tarkov killer, and I hate to say it, but it's not. Before we talk about that, let's talk about Warzone 2. Warzone 2 is best described as Modern Warfare 2, but with the game speed turned up 25% faster. It is very fast in comparison to the base game. It might just be me, but it feels so much faster. Warzone 2, as all of us know, takes place in Al Mazrah, which is already a huge fucking map, but being actually on the map and playing just makes the map feel so much bigger, if that makes sense. Meaning that there's a lot of areas to go, to hide, to fight, all of that. The loot system where you can loot weapons and equipment from bags, get different plate carriers, the contract systems, legit, everything about this is almost perfect. Even the two-person gulag system is pretty fucking fire. Even if I get my ass whooped, the gulag is almost one of those things you look forward to visiting. The pacing though, like I said, is fast, but it's so much better than Warzone 1's. It's night and fucking day how much better this Warzone is in comparison to Warzone 1. But I'm not a person who enjoys BRs on the regular, so I'm not sold on this game mode. Is it bad? Absolutely not. But am I going to play Warzone 2 like my life depends on it? Absolutely not. A con to most people I almost forgot to mention is that you can have a pre-mid loadout, right? No worries, but your options for secondaries are limited severely. Also, your perks don't activate when you pick up your loadouts. I thought it was a glitch, but nah, can't do it. Other than that, fucking solid game mode. I know the segment about Warzone 2 came and went quick, but there really isn't a laundry list of things to talk about regarding Warzone 2, but DMZ on the other hand, oh fucking boy, DMZ has got to be one of the best game modes in Call of Duty history. I could best describe DMZ as a Division-inspired take on Call of Duty versus a Tarkov-inspired take, and just because I say it's an inspired take of something doesn't mean they try to replicate it, it means that there was inspiration. Inspiration does not equal imitation. And I know that tons of leakers were saying that it would be a Tarkov killer and give Tarkov a run for its money, me being included, and I think in some aspects it does, but it's more Division inspired than anything. But here's what I think about DMZ. Everything from the AI enemies, the looting, the combat systems, the contracts, just about all of it is damn near perfect. The game mode is probably the smoothest thing about Modern Warfare 2 since it released, and I hate to say that because I love this game a lot, but it's the truth. Within DMZ, you get blueprints and operators to use outside of the mode. The exfil sites are essentially just a stressful game of what the fuck is gonna happen if a grenade gets thrown at me out here, and they make the time you spend playing the game mode worth it by giving you more XP than you can handle. But just because this mode is badass doesn't mean it comes with its own set of cons. It definitely does. The first con I have is that essentially there is little to no point in having extra items you pick up like batteries and flash drives unless it's for a contract or it's to sell and make some money at the buy stations. Another con, money aids and faster cooldowns for insured weapons. I don't understand why they didn't add something so we could do different things with the money, but that's for a later time. There's also no traders in the game. Marauders, Tarkov, The Cycle, etc. all have traders, but DMZ doesn't. To me, that's a bit fucked, but it is what it is. I'm assuming moving forward in the future, as updates come out and things continue to get improved on and expanded, we are going to see the implementation of traders. A lot of people like to blame the fact that the reason why there are no traders or really any extra things going on with DMZ is because both Warzone 2 and DMZ are in beta mode. Of course, saying something is in beta doesn't mean fucking shit, and more times than not, it's a cop-out in saying we don't know how to actually do shit properly and on time, but I can almost guarantee you that at the end of the day, give it some months, and we will be able to see more shit being added to DMZ. Potentially new maps, potentially new bosses, and who knows, we may even have a black market coming to DMZ in the future. I want to move into the ending of this video with a bit of an overview as to what we've talked about. First things first, we talked about Warzone 2, and even though it's a much better improved version of Warzone 1, it is still not something that I would bet my life against any day of the week. And we talked about DMZ being one of the best game modes to come out in Call of Duty history. Don't fucking at me, and if you are, follow me on Twitter at RedbeardMortis. And I just gotta say, there's a lot of people out there who are shitting on DMZ and praising Warzone 2, and I feel like you can't shit talk one without shit talking the other. Unfortunately, they're kind of cut from the same cloth here because they both share the same exact map and they share pretty much every single fucking feature, except Warzone 2 does not have AI, DMZ does. Warzone 2 is a lot more chaotic and a lot more gunfight heavy, DMZ is more methodical. Do I feel like Warzone 2 is going to improve with time? Of course I do. I really genuinely think it will. Do I believe that DMZ is going to continue to get worked on and have these features added so over time every single franchise game that comes out afterwards for Call of Duty is going to be implemented into DMZ at some point? Of course. It's only natural, right? They did it with Warzone so far. I have a feeling they're going to do it with DMZ if the reception is very well. But so far, not a lot of people like it, and it's because they think that there's a lack of features, which admittingly there is. But you guys have to think, this is a mode that they are testing right now. They've already tested Warzone, and it was a fantastic success for the company. I have a feeling they are doing the same thing with DMZ. Just give it some time, and I can promise you one thing, DMZ will get better with age like a fine fucking wine. It essentially just boils down into, if you do not like it, do not fucking play it. But I'm going to be making more of these videos and more content about MW2 and DMZ as time goes on, so if you're interested, do me a favor and hit that sub button, that like button, and armor crack that notification bell. I post content like this all the time right here on YouTube. Also, like I said in the beginning, super close to YouTube partner, and your support means the world to me and my family. Never forget that. And as always, my name is Redbeard Mortis. Take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you guys in the next one. But until then, I am fucking out of here.